はい、どうも皆さん、こんにちは、トックです。チキンポリス、続きやっていきましょう。病院です。なんだろう。医師に話しかければ済むのかな。尋ねることはもうない。
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
まあな、外に出せないぐらいの状況だから、こんな厳重な窓に鉄格子があったりするわけで。
Then the accident happened.
Accident? We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out, and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look around in there.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Well, that's, surprising.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
そうだな。
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
すごい部屋だな。さて。あるな。For a handful of waffles チキンポリスストーリー25セントふむ高級ソーダベッド
You know, I don't think he had it so bad in here.
You mean apart from being separated from everyone you love in an ancient mansion filled with madmen?
You're right.
As always.
書斎机いろいろあるな。ちょっとじゃあ後にしよう。書斎机はおっと小さな窓。先にじゃあ気味の悪い壁画。
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
家があり番号が並んでるな。これはナターシャか。たくさんの目が書いてある。見られてるということか。ハットをかぶった猫、ネズミなんだろうな。わーって書いてある。なんか壁を擦れるぞ。なんだこれ。 なんだなんだ。なんか書くことができるな。そうだな。壁をこするというより白いチョークでなんか書けるな。それに何の意味があるのかさっぱりわからないのが今の現状。ある程度書くとそれまでに書いたのが消えるということはそんなに書く量は多くないというそのゲーム的な考え方。よし、一旦戻ろう。わかんない。この壁に関するヒントはちょっとわからないので、あと。
No way.
I don't think.
うん、わからないので、一旦あと。絵画。わお。
The style. It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
ふむ。小さな窓。
A small window, a small hope.
書斎机。いろいろあるな。すげえなんか環境的にはいい状況だったのかな。ウェスラー家の写真。
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman.
確かに。
Two men and one woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
そうだぞ。3人仲良くっていう説はそうそうないんだ。
Just use your imagination, old bird.
あ、写真立ては回収したのね。すげえな、勝手に持ってくっていうその考え方。書類の束。
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems. Perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
アルバートの手紙。
Look at that. A letter.
パクったよ。すごいな。さあ、持ち物が2つ増えたぞ。
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman.
I know I don't exist. I don't exist because you don't see me, but I am not what you think I am. You don't think about me. これ読まなくていいのかな？どうなんだろう。Forgive me. 許してくれ。私を許してくれ。
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
はあ。I have to get out of here, to become one with my destiny and one with you.
Albert was What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
間違ったやつ。
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
特に壁画のことについては何もなかったが、まだ今のところわかんねえかな。アルバートはナターシャに惚れ込んだ。命を懸けるほど。それが原因で死んだのだろうか。それが原因で入れ替わったという可能性。お、ウェスラ家の写真。
What can you tell us about the woman in the photo we saw in Albert's room?
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko? Well, yes. I don't know much about her, but everyone heard her name and her voice around here.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha probably didn't even know Albert was a resident of our institution.
And Albert, did he mention her often?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment he could escape because of her.
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be behind Albert's disappearance.
Do you think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Exactly. But this one typically belongs to the remaining 1%.
If you say so.
ホテルアトラスだけだな。行けるのは。じゃあ、アトラスに戻りましょう。
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Take him out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
来たが。まだ撃ってくる。車を撃てばいいのかな。違うか。あれ、狙うのは奴らじゃない、車の方だ。はい、すいませんでした。痛いよ。
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
ガンガン撃ってくるな、クソ。やばい、このマジでダメージレースに負けるぞ。その前にマーティがやられる。危ない。
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot? よし、落とすか。
Whew. Well, that was close.
まあな。
A little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So, we got a case.
まずは事件の始まりから。事件の始まり。事件の始まり。え？どの事件のことから言ってるんだ？まあいいや。リストバンドをつけた死体、違うな。ナターシャからのメッセージ。 違います。違います。事件のひゃひゃひゃひゃひゃ。もうこれ手当たり次第ですね。あっと、絵画の一辺。これが事件の始まり。What mean? 絵画の一辺。この絵画の一辺が何なのか、正直未だに分かってねえんだよ。マジで。合ってる？ナターシャはあの絵画を俺たちから隠そうとしていた。ナターシャは俺たちにあの絵画を見つけてほしかった。ナターシャは俺たちに絵画を見せようとした。ナターシャはアルバート・ベスラーの顛末を隠すべく絵画を破壊する必要があった。おそらくナターシャは俺たちに絵画を見せる予定だったんだろう。それを見つけてほしかったのか、見せようとしたのか。見せようとしたのかな。
Natasha tried to show us the painting.
はい。で、次に。違います。いやー、センス悪いね。センスが本当に悪い。デボラが死んだ？違いますね。しかも、そもそもこの虫眼鏡こっちだな。すいませんね。本当に。写真なんですか。
And that painting would have shown us the way.
あの絵画なら俺たちの手がかりになったはずだ。A、イブン・アルバートのウェスラー兄弟へと至る手がかり。アルバートはナターシャの肖像画を描いた。ってことは何度も彼女と会っていたことになる。まあそうですね。B、アルバート・ウェスラーの隠れ家への手がかり。果たしてどこにあるというのか。隠れ家？アルバートの？アルバート・ウェスラーの死体への手がかり。もっともジップのおかげでそれも叶わないが。D、精神病院への手がかり。そうすれば海外について知っていたアルバートをイブンが殺害した場所を突き止められる。まあ A かな。A が普通じゃないかな。アルバートはナターシャと何度も会っていたことになると。
To Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion. 死に至る愛。フェイタルラブ。Which made Albert. それによってアルバートは精神病院から脱出した。意味合いが違うな。精神病院から脱出した。周囲に広がる暗い森の中で教授として生き続けるために。B、ナターシャに惚れた。そして精神病院を脱走した。未だ場所のつかめない秘密の隠れ家へと逃げた。C、ナターシャに惚れた。そしてある夜に奴は双子のイブンを殺し、彼と入れ替わってナターシャの心を我が物にしようとした。D、兄を殺して入れ替わり、ナターシャに脅迫で事件を自作自演するよう強要した。違うと思う。C かな。Fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart. 事件解決って言ってるけど、全部憶測だからね。
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
マジで?
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
Do you think she knew about it?
まあ気づくと思うよ、さすがに。
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
あとね、入れ替わるってのはいつからかってことだよね。途中だって目をくり抜かれたり舌を切られたりとかした状態で戻ってきたわけじゃん、病院に。でそっから入れ替わってももう遅いわけじゃん。
ね、もう目も舌もない状態なんだから。ってことは、その時、そう、体を損傷されたのは、すでにイブンだったということにならないといけないわけだな。うん。
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
What? No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay, okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So that's why the torn out tongue.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
そうだろうか。別になんか文字とかに書けばいいだけの話だからな。
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Something like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
あ、ルイスいるじゃん。寂しげな店。
Do you remember that case with the goat?
Which one?
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in revenge, she cut open his stomach and filled it with rocks.
ああ、どっかで聞いた話だな。
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse. As far as I know, she even took the remains of the kids with her. But how did that come to mind?
This was that shop. The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
This? This one exactly? Good gods.
Yeah, before it was closed down, when there was still some life here. Not even that now. Just the void.
Yeah. Spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
Sonny, you're creepy.
車のトランク。
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
ビッグバーサー2世。あ、今までの持ち物が今ここにあるのね。
Ah, Her Majesty Bertha II.
My drumstick still hurts every time I see her.
羽どこだよ。
Be glad you're alive. Bertha rarely leaves witnesses.
霧に満ちた街中。
This fog's almost impenetrable.
Strange, but somehow this time I feel it's a good omen.
Really? How come?
I don't know. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel without the light.
Oh, you're not getting ready to die, are you, old man? If we're going on a suicide mission, I think I should know.
Why, haven't I told you yet?
You're not funny.
マーティ。
Look, Sonny, I think if we go now, there's no turning back. Not today, at least. So, are you ready?
I'm still thinking about it, Marty.
あ、行ける場所が増えたな。尋ねる。あ、いろいろあるな。アルバート・ウェスラー。
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently?
Exactly. Like, he's not himself anymore.
It was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Yeah, right.
精神病院。
Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
深いこと言うな。
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
アルバートの手紙。
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
We have no other choice. So I hope so, too.
Do you think it's a love triangle? I mean, could Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh? And could she love two rats in her own way?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
ナターシャ・キャッツェンコ。
So, what do you think now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her. But it's not her fault, and she can't do anything about it. There are people like that.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
俺も目の前にいるよ。
You mean me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
ルイス。
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were ya?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team. What is it?
You, Lewis. You don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the Chicken Police.
Maybe the last one, too.
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Pardon?
Nothing. Nothing.
I never thought I'd ever look at this place and think of it as home.
Life's weird, isn't it? I didn't think that after what I did to you, we'd work together again.
You mean when you shot me?
You know I had my reasons, Sonny.
Yeah. Have I ever, apologized?
I don't think so.
Then let's leave it that way.
Hey, I apologize for shooting you, Boss Bird.
That's okay, Marty. It happens even to the best of friends.
I'll remember what you've just said, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah? Well, don't try to take advantage of it.
Who, me? What do you think of me?
入れ替わってる証拠はいくつか今までの話で出てきてるけど、入れ替わり方に無茶があるような。なるほどね。ウェスラ邸に行けると、ホップドッグ、マレンの新聞店、ブーボーの診療所、別荘に行けると。まあ、行ってもな。まあいいや、じゃあとりあえずこの辺で今回、アウトラスにも行けるのか。はい。で、次回、どうしよっか。別荘行くか。別荘じゃねえや。他のところ別に今行ってもな。もう大体情報は揃ってるわけだし。まあ、ウェスラテに行きましょうか。OK。その予定で。はい。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。